Have you ever met someone and felt it? That immediate, undeniable jolt, a feeling so strong you call it chemistry, fate, or the spark. It's intoxicating. It feels like the beginning of everything. But what if that spark isn't a sign of connection? What if it's a warning? There's a quieter signal your body sends. It's not a jolt, it's a stillness. It's not a racing heart, it's a deep, sudden exhale. It's the feeling of coming home, a calm that your mind can't explain. This is the most ancient intelligence you possess. And in our modern search for fireworks, we have forgotten how to listen to it. We're taught to analyze, to make lists of pros and cons, to swipe based on a profile. But as the psychologist Carl Jung said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The problem is we crave the explosion. We've forgotten that the most profound transformations are often silent. This journey is about relearning that forgotten language. We're going to explore why your body reacts, what it's really telling you, and how to finally tell the difference between an attraction that burns and a connection that warms. By the end of this, you won't just think differently about your relationships. You will feel them differently. And if you've ever confused intensity for intimacy or anxiety for love, what you're about to discover might be the key you've been missing. Stay with us, let's find out what your body already knows. The deception of the spark. Picture yourself in a crowded room, you meet someone, they're compelling, exciting, and maybe even a little dangerous, your heart thumps, your palms sweat. You feel alive, electric, you can't stop thinking about them. Your mind calls this passion. Your body in its infinite wisdom is calling it anxiety. Why do we make this mistake? Why do we run from the people who offer peace and chase the ones who offer chaos? Jung called this the shadow. The shadow is the part of ourselves we've disowned, our wounds, our fears, our unhealed parts. And this shadow has a powerful gravity. We are not drawn to what is healthy, we are drawn to what is familiar. If your childhood felt chaotic, chaos will feel like home. If you had to fight to be loved, uncertainty will feel like passion. If you felt unseen, someone who is distant will feel like a challenge. That spark you feel is not the spark of new love. It's the old, painful friction of your unhealed wound recognizing itself in another person. Your nervous system isn't saying, "This is my soulmate." It's saying, "This is the familiar battle I know how to fight." It's your unconscious mind screaming, "This time I'll win, this time I'll fix the past, this time I'll finally get it right." But this is a trap. Jung warned that we are doomed to repeat what we don't understand. When you are drawn to that intense, electric chemistry, you are often just signing up for the same lesson, just with a different face. The body confuses intensity with importance. Adrenaline feels like connection, but it's just adrenaline. And when it fades, you're left wondering why you feel so empty, so drained, and so far from yourself. Have you ever looked back at a relationship and thought, "I knew it was wrong from the start, but I couldn't stop"? That wasn't love, that was gravity. The gravity of your own shadow pulling you back to what you needed to heal, not what you were ready to love. The body is quiet, yes. So if the spark is a warning, what is the yes? What does true, healthy connection actually feel like? It doesn't feel like a jolt, it feels like relief. Think about the last time you were with someone and you realized an hour into the conversation that you hadn't been performing. You hadn't been wondering what to say next. You hadn't been checking your phone. You were just there. That is the signal. The body's true yes is not a racing heart, it's a steady one. It is not holding your breath, it's breathing deeply, perhaps for the first time all day. It is not a mind spinning with 1,000 what-ifs, it's a quiet, settled presence. It's the person in whose company your shoulders physically drop, releasing a tension you didn't even know you were carrying. We overlook this feeling because it's not loud, it doesn't sparkle, it's simple, we mistake calm for boring. But that calm is the rarest, most precious thing you can find. That calm is your nervous system, your body, your unconscious, all saying the same thing. I am safe here, I can rest, I don't have to fight to be seen, I don't have to pretend, I can just be. This is what neuroscientists today call co-regulation. It's when two nervous systems attune to each other and find a shared rhythm of peace. Jung might have called it soul-level recognition. It's the feeling of sitting in comfortable silence, where the silence isn't empty, it's full. It's the feeling of being able to be your full self, messy, imperfect, and uncertain, without the fear that they will leave. It's the difference between a firework loud, dazzling, and over in an instant, and the sunlight, which is quiet, constant, and actually warms you. When you feel this, your mind might even try to sabotage it. It's too simple, it will say. Where's the passion? But your body knows your body is home. The paradox of healing. But here is the strangest part of the journey. What happens when you finally find that person, the one who feels safe, the one who offers that profound calm? You might panic. The moment your body realizes it's safe, it begins to release all the tension it's been holding for years. All the old fears, the old anxieties, the old wounds, they don't just disappear, they surface. They surface because it is finally safe enough for them to be seen. This is the paradox of healing. The right person doesn't just make you happy. The right person creates a space so safe that all your unhappiness can finally come to light to be healed. You might find yourself feeling anxious for no reason. You might try to pick a fight. You might feel the urge to run, to pull away, to sabotage this boring peace and go back to the familiar spark of chaos. Your body, so used to being in a state of high alert, doesn't trust the quiet. It's like a soldier who has been on the front line for 20 years and is suddenly told the war is over. He can't just rest, he still hears the guns. This is the most critical moment. This is Jung's process of integration. Can you stay? Can you sit with the discomfort? Can you trust the calm, even when your mind is screaming for chaos? Can you look at your fear and understand it's not a warning about this new person, but an echo of an old pain? The right connection isn't one without conflict. It's one where conflict doesn't feel like the end of the world. It's one where you can be afraid, and instead of running, you can say, "I'm scared," and your body trusts that the other person will stay. This is how love heals, not by fixing you, but by creating a container strong enough for you to finally fix yourself. It's not about finding your other half. It's about finding the person who inspires you to become whole. Conclusion: trusting the stillness. For years, you've been looking for the earthquake, the sign, the undeniable jolt. But the greatest love stories don't start with an earthquake. They start with a whisper. They start with the quiet recognition of your own soul. So the next time you meet someone, I invite you to try a different experiment. Stop listening to the noise of the spark. Stop listening to the volume of the chemistry. Instead, listen for the stillness. Listen for the exhale. Ask your body one simple question: can I rest here? Pay attention to who makes you breathe easier, who makes your shoulders drop, who doesn't make you lose your mind but makes you feel sane, the person who doesn't steal your breath away but the one who finally gives it back. That is your compass, that is your truth. Jung taught us that the goal of life is not to find a perfect partner but to become our whole selves. And the body is our most honest, unwavering guide on that journey. It has been speaking to you all along. It's time to listen. If this reflection resonated with you, share what your body has been trying to tell you in the comments below. Let's create a community that values depth over intensity. And be sure to follow so we can continue